SB19 Journey. What if your greatest success is hidden behind your hardest struggle? What if the road to your dream demands more than talent? What if it demands your whole soul? SB19's story isn't just inspiring, it's terrifying in the best way. Because their journey forces you to ask, are you really willing to fight for what you want? Stay until the end, because what they've overcome isn't just rare. It's the kind of truth that lights a fire inside anyone bold enough to dream. If you like this type of stories, please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. SB19's journey is not just about rising to fame, it's about rising despite everything. Their success was not served. It was earned, fought for, and protected. And it teaches us that the path to greatness isn't paved with comfort. It's laid down with sweat, tears, and faith so stubborn, it refuses to give up. Their name echoes on global stages, but their story whispers what most people overlook, that real dreams don't happen overnight. They're built through sacrifice. SB19 is a living reminder that success has no shortcuts, only a straight road filled with doubt, pain, and hard choices. But they chose to walk it anyway, every single day. What drives that kind of commitment? It's not ego, it's pananampalataya. Faith not just in the dream, but in each other, in something bigger than self. That kind of drive doesn't fade. It only grows stronger under pressure. And that's what makes SB19 powerful. They are not polished by privilege. They are sharpened by adversity. Every time they perform, you see the pain behind the polish, the story behind the sound. You see 5 individuals who put everything on the line, not for instant applause, but for lasting impact. They didn't wait to be chosen. They chose themselves. And that's the first lesson their journey teaches. You don't need permission to chase your purpose. You only need courage and the willingness to keep showing up when no one's watching. SB19 reminds us that success is not found in spotlight, but in silence. In the nights where no one cheers, but you still rehearse. In the mornings where doubt is louder than your dreams, but you get up anyway. In the quiet choices that no one sees, but define everything. That's the essence of Filipino sipag at Tiaga. We don't wait to be handed opportunity, we build it with bare hands. We don't crumble in hardship, we rise, even when our knees shake. SB19's journey mirrors the everyday hustle of millions of Filipinos who keep going, not because it's easy, but because walang atrasan, because quitting is not in our blood. Their rise is filled with moments where giving up made more sense than continuing. But instead, they pushed harder. They believed deeper. And they held on to the one thing that kept them alive, paniniwala sa sarili at sa isa't isa. And what did they gain? Not just fans, but believers, supporters who saw their truth and made it their own. People from all over the world who felt every beat, every lyric, every silent cry hidden behind a smile. That's the power of authenticity. It reaches places even fame can't touch. SB19's journey continues to prove that real success is not loud, it's lasting. Not fast, it's forged slowly through pain, patience, and purpose. And when it finally arrives, it feels different. It's not just a win, it's a revolution. They didn't just represent talent, they embodied Filipino values. Discipline, loyalty, humility, pagpapakumbaba sa gitna ng tagumpay, and most importantly, pagmamahal sa bayan. Because SB19 never lost sight of who they are. They didn't trade identity for international appeal. They brought Filipino pride to the world stage and made the world listen. That takes more than skill. That takes soul. They showed us that greatness doesn't require you to change who you are. It asks you to embrace who you are more fiercely than ever. And that, more than anything, is why their journey matters. Because in a world that tells us to fit in, SB19 dared to stand out. They dared to lead. They dared to keep going, even when the path was uncertain and the finish line was blurry. And now, every step they take is not just for themselves, but for everyone who's ever doubted if they could make it too. Their success speaks for those who are still in struggle, still unknown, still waiting. SB19 says, keep going. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be real, consistent, brave. So wherever you are in your own journey, know this: the fire you carry, the dream you hold, the pain you've endured, it all means something. SB19 made it not because they were lucky, but because they never gave up. And neither should you. If this message awakens something in you, let us hear your voice. Comment your story, your struggles, your dreams. Because your journey matters, and you're never alone. SB19 success is a mirror. So look into it and ask yourself, how far are you willing to go for what sets your soul on fire?